Today's horoscope, Libra February 20th, 2022. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money, and compatibility with other signs. The moon heads into your sign today and spends over 2 days in Gemini. At this time of the lunar month, emotional urges tend to override most other concerns. Your need to be understood and acknowledged is strong today, and finding channels for expressing yourself comes more naturally than usual. Your talents are in the spotlight, and people may turn to you for your healing, soothing vibes. You're in a cycle, lasting until April 20th, that encourages you to gain more personal power through learning and developing your skills. Today, you're in good shape for seeking ways to learn and study, not only for personal enjoyment, but also to serve practical pursuits. You could feel motivated to develop skills or knowledge. Your love horoscope. You will perhaps find today a little dry for your taste. The celestial energy means that you have every chance of spending the day in deep conversation, rather than enjoying the finer and subtler qualities of feeling and the delicacies of love. The most you can hope for is to try and persuade your loved one to watch a romantic movie on the grounds that you can review it secondhand is better than nothing at all. Your career horoscope. The cosmic spotlight is on you now that the moon is in your sign. You could feel like you are lunar-powered throughout your workday, but since your sign is the twins, you may feel unsure of which side of your personality to show off at work. Luckily, you can wear many faces, so feel free to mold your personality however your day unfolds. Making personal adjustments as a professional chameleon can be quite an asset, as you can read the temperature of the room and play your part according to it. Your finance horoscope. At the same time that Mercury is just 1 day away from 3-day alignment with Pluto in your financial sector, Venus and Mars are just 3 days away from the start of their 3-week alignment here. The stars are literally aligning to give you all the tools and resources needed to take your financial power back, with 4 very different planets pooling their resources to give you a tool for every occasion. Social life today. Your energy and drive have no bounds. If you had it your way, you would do everything and at the same time. Even though your interests are varied, you should concentrate on what's relevant. Involve your friends and relations in particular. You will spend wonderful moments together and have great memories of them. Your dating horoscope. You're totally full of good ideas, too many to tackle all at once. You can at least get a few started by yourself. As the momentum moves forward, recruit helpers as needed. Remember, too many chiefs will sully the process. Flirting tips. You're optimistic, willing to take risks. Self-reliance and the charm you possess gives you great confidence. If you suffer the indignity of being turned down by a potential date, this has little effect on the way you feel. There are people out there who appreciate what you offer and willing to share their love with you. Lucky numbers: 3, 9, 17, 26, 45. Your well-being horoscope. The planetary transit today is like having a boost of positive energy where it counts most, your own self-confidence. You can increase the effect of this month-long transit by grounding your physical self in healthy routines such as regular meals with no snacking in between, and exercise at least 4 times a week. You have a choice. Get the most out of this transit, and your entire year is likely to benefit, or ignore it and wonder what might have been. Your daily numeroscope. When the essence of this day is around, you may find that you are under pressure to complete some of the projects you have been working on. It may be time to step back for a moment and take a good look at the work you've done. As an artist, determining whether the project has reached completion or not can be challenging. Be sure that by adding more you don't end up taking away from the overall effect. Consider asking someone what they think if you aren't sure. Daily planetary overview. Mercury in Aquarius and the Libra moon lend positive and airy vibes to the day, allowing us to chat and analyze our emotions. The moon is in the via combusta degrees of Libra, so we could get up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Try not to let your ego get the better of your emotions, and have patience with both yourself and those around you. While we're cosmically set to get an emotional reprieve later in the morning, today might not be an easy day. As the afternoon progresses, the moon begins to form harsh aspects with Venus and Mars. Emotions that we've repressed might begin to affect us, though we won't necessarily have the tools to release them just yet. A cerebral energy could put us in an obsessive headspace, so try not to fall down any social media rabbit holes or stalk your ex online. Thus, energy also gives us the motivation to make money and build security. Unfortunately, the planet of action could meet with some resistance from Saturn. Try not to make any spontaneous or premature financial moves. Take stock of your finances in the coming days and form a plan to resolve any lingering debt you may have. Sky for today. In the early morning, the Libra moon trines Mercury in Aquarius, supporting sound judgment. Although it is typically difficult to make decisions during the Libra moon, justice, liberation, and truth act as conceptual guides. Gray areas take on clear definition. There is an obvious choice if we want to stay in line with our ethics and end up on the right side of history. Although we can make important elections now, this is also a great influence for handling less serious business. Getting together with friends, working on group projects, or doing volunteer work within our communities are all favored. Our perspective can be communicated without ruffling feathers or alienating those who we need to have on our side. Sharing opinions openly and authentically breeds trust and diffuses enmity. Mid-afternoon, the moon opposes Chiron in Aries, triggering events that cause us to feel insecure. We may still be able to communicate our ideas effectively, however, underneath a facade of objectivity. Our behavior is being governed by painful recollections of our past. Certain interactions remind us that life isn't always fair. Perhaps we have been slighted in a way that feels unjust. Feeling unworthy or incapable can find us seeking out support, placing pressure on friends or partners to uplift us. In this way, we risk turning our back on own desires to align with others' interests, conceivably to escape persecution. Hiding from our uniqueness only serves to distance ourselves from our intuition. Be mindful that others like us for who we are, not how well we can chameleon ourselves to their agendas.